Hello everyone and welcome back to Bird's Place. Today's video we are going on a Funko Pop hunting expedition. Yes, we haven't been on a Funko Pop hunt expedition in quite a while. A few months ago we had things going on. Last month we moved here, so it is time. We are going on a Funko Pop hunt. But before we get started, I want to say one thing. This is going to be a road to chase. If you don't know what that means, a road to chase is I'm going to name this, all the Funko Pop hunting videos, I'm going to name Funko Pop Hunting Road to Chase episode 1, 2, 3, so on and so forth, until I find that one chase. Once I find that one chase, I will go back to Funko Pop Hunting episode 1, 2, so on and so forth. So what am I trying to find this time around? I'm glad you asked. The Georgie chase, I think it looks amazing. I definitely want the chase version. I really don't want to get the common pop, but I definitely want the chase version. The second one is the Beverly chase. The Beverly chase looks freaking awesome. Just blood all over, and I definitely want the chase version. I really don't want the common because it looks too common. The chase version is badass looking. My third pickup, I want to pick up the FYE exclusive Unmasked Iron Man. Yes, I have the Iron Man from the Infinity Wars, and I definitely want to get the unmasked one to finish out my collection. Well, I haven't really started on a collection. I only got a few pops from the Infinity Wars line, but I definitely want to pick that one up. The fourth one is the Hulkbuster Hulk, the GameStop exclusive pop that I want to pick up, and that one is badass. I think I want to get it and like set it on my desk or something because he just looks badass. There's nothing more to say. He just looks badass. And the fifth one I want to pick up is the Vampire Bob from Stranger Things. He just looks amazing. He's in his costume, his vampire costume. It's one of the best ones I like in this wave of Stranger Things. I like a lot of them, but I'll probably end up picking up some more of the Stranger Things pops. But I definitely want the Vampire Bob. It is a GameStop exclusive. So without further ado, let's go ahead and kick off this Funko Pop hunting and get on the road and start chasing some stuff.
Hello, darkness, my old friend. I've come to talk with you again.
is going to be a big video, so let's just jump in. So the first places we went to was Box Lunch, Hot Topic, and GameStop. I was looking for the Georgie Chase, the Beverly Chase, the Vampire Bob, the Hulkbuster with the Hulk, and the Unmasked Iron Man from FYE. So let's go over the stuff that we picked up. So I picked up a few pops that was not on the list for me to pick up, but I decided to get them anyways, just based on looks themselves. Right here I have Barrel from Nightmare Before Christmas. I just thought he looked like an awesome pop. His face and hair looks pretty awesome. It looks like if Michael Myers and Joker was to have a kid, that would be the creation. So Box Lunch was doing this sale. You buy 2 for $18, and since I decided to get this one, it was best to get another one, because if I didn't, you'd be paying like $10 per pop, and I figure I'd save a couple dollars and pick up the Baby Pegasus. This one will not be mine. I kind of made a hasty decision about getting this one, and I probably will not keep this one. This one will probably go to Ricky. She loves the Baby Pegasus, and I mean, I like it, but I want to get something that I want to collect, not just because I can. The next pop I found at GameStop, and I did, however, pick up the Vampire Bob from Stranger Things. This is one of the pops that I was wanting to pick up, and I actually did pick up, and I'm pretty glad that I did pick him up. Before we headed on, we stopped at Walmart to get some things done. Ricky went in to get our minutes put on our phones, and she was looking through there, and she walked by the toy aisle, and there was a woman putting pops out, so she went down there, and she happened to find me this. It is the Walmart exclusive Thanos, which looks really badass. Just look at that. I really want to make the gauntlet somehow. I'm thinking about maybe Gushers and Fruit Roll-Ups, making some kind of gauntlet type of glove, sleeve, whatever, gauntlet. So there he is, Mr. Thanos himself, not the GameStop, but the Walmart exclusive. Okay, this next pop I wasn't going to get because I only wanted the Chase version, and all the stores we went to did not have any Chases whatsoever, and there was no sign of them even getting the Chases for the pop that I want. We ended up picking up Mr. Georgie himself. You know, I said that I didn't want the common pop, but the common pop, it looks pretty freaking awesome. I mean, his little raincoat and his little boat, just something about it just, you know, just sparks awesomeness. Here is what I picked up at FYE. And you guessed it, it is the Infinity Wars Iron Man FYE exclusive. Look at him, he is freaking badass. I just can't say it, you know, anymore enough. But there he is, Mr. Tony Stark, Iron Man. There he is. I really like this pop. I have the other pop of him, you know, masked, of course. And here he is in all his glory. I don't know if it's a secret or not, but I am a huge Game of Thrones fan, and so is Ricky. So she picked up this Dragon pop here. We got it at a comic book store that I used to go to way back in the day. Not way back in the day, a few years ago. But we went there. They even improved their shop. They have like a ton of Funko Pops. They have a ton of, you know, collectibles. They have cards, comics. They have all kinds of stuff. They really stepped up their game pretty hardcore. Okay, this next pop, I've been waiting for the longest time to get this one. I wanted it ever since it came out. It came out about 4 months ago, 5 months ago, something like that. Right whenever I first started collecting Funko Pops. And I've been looking for this guy, and then we found him at Dwayne's Comics, which I'm surprised he's still there, because he's still sought after. And Ethan, if you're watching this, you know you keep asking me about this pop, and yes, I finally got at least one of them, and it is the Pennywise pop. Oh, it's just freaking amazing. Just look at it. He's got Georgie's boat there. We'll have to do a little video or picture of Georgie and his boat and Pennywise and stuff. I don't know. I can't put it into words, but I finally picked up the Pennywise Funko Pop. You are finally in my collection, sir. Now get on the shelf. get on the shelf. So I did go to my local comic book shop and to Dwayne's Comics in the other town. Today I went. So I'm going to show you two different stacks of comics that I picked up in both locations. This first comic is Goosebumps. What's it called? Download and Die, number 3, issue number 3 by IDW. I haven't read it just yet, and I'm kind of anticipating on reading it, and I can't wait to read it. So I'll give that a try, and I guess if you want to know more about it, let me know in the comments. Say, I want to know more. Okay, so here is Punisher number 224. He's got the War Machine suit on, and looking badass with the American flag. I haven't read this one. I haven't read up to 221. So this is 224, so I'm kind of behind a little bit, so I need to catch up on some of my reading. The next one I have is Chain Letter by Xenoscope, and it is Grim Tales of Terror. It's an anthology, kind of like a Goosebumps book, but more geared towards adults because it has language and some suggestive stuff in it. So the third issue of Oblivion Song, it is a Robert Kirkman book, and I am glad to pick it up. If you are familiar with Robert Kirkman, you're probably familiar with The Walking Dead, right? The same creator of The Walking Dead created this book, and it is pretty badass. I mean, you know, I was kind of thinking it was going to be badass because it had Robert Kirkman anyways, but I'm glad I picked it up because I really did like it. The next one is The Ice Cream Man. It's kind of an anthology. It's like horror based. It happens within this town and different locations of the town, and it's just really cool. And this is issue number 4. I'm really liking the series, and I hope they keep making more. I guess it's up to me if they keep making more because I'm the reader, and they go by what people read. This one was one of the free comic book day comics, so I was only allowed to pick up 3 comics on free comic book day, but after free comic book day, they're usually open to whoever wants to come in and get them. And this one is called Barriers. I haven't read it. I've heard a few things about it, and someone said that the free comic book day version may go up in price. And I got some backstory on it, and it kind of sounds interesting, so I want to give it a read. This next one is Maxwell's Demons, and it is a free comic book day comic, and it is for all ages, and it's the full issue of number 1. It's the full number 1 issue. The next one, I did read this one, and it is pretty good. It is for anyone thinking about going to a comic book store. This kind of says, do it, because not only will you find comic books, you'll find stuff about posters, movies, anything pretty much DC, Marvel, any independent stuff. It also has like grading definitions, like 10.0 is like gem, mint, 9.9 is mint, 9.8 is near mint, so on and so forth, and it gives a good representation on how comic books and movies coincide with each other, and sometimes the comics overpower the movies. You know, the Infinity Wars movie, you know how the excitement is for that. It happens every week in these comics, and this is what this one tells you. So if you can go to your comic book store and suggest to get this one, because it is a good read and you might learn something. And I've been looking for issue number 13 of Suicide Squad, the Rebirth issue, and it's burning down the house, and it's got Harley Quinn on it. It's freaking awesome. I have issue 1 through 12, obviously, and I need 13 through 15, so I got 13, Suicide Squad issue 13, Suicide Squad issue 14, and Suicide Squad issue 15. Now I will start getting the trade paperbacks because it's going to take me a while to get all the issues, because they're up to like issue 36, and I'm still at 15. I have like 15 some odd issues to get to. The last comic I picked up that I paid for was the Sons of Anarchy Redwood original. I really like the show. This kind of takes a back seat to the show. It's more of how Jax Taylor is, you know, how he's growing up, and he's growing up in the MC. And I talked to the guy at the comic book shop, and he said that they're not coming out with single issues anymore. It's only paperback trade. It's only in trade, so I'll have to pick up that in the trades. This has been all my comics, my pops. If you want to see all these in their own glory when I do a showcasing video, I'm not really sure if I'll do a showcasing video anymore. If you want to see that make a comeback, let me know in the comments down below. I really appreciate you bearing with me with this because it's been a lot of time out of your day, and I'd like to thank you for clicking and watching. Comment, rate, subscribe if you haven't already. Be sure to check the description down there. There's stuff, links, and things, and the sports channel. Join on the socials. Do what you do. On the behalf of Bird for Bird's Place, I'll see you guys in the next video.